take turns, 2 jokes each. I'll go first. A kid comes home from school and says, "Mom, I've got a problem. The boys are using 2 words I don't understand." Mom says, "Tell me." "Pussy and bitch." Mom smiles. "No big deal. Pussy is a cat like our Mittens, and bitch is a female dog like Sandy." The kid thanks her and heads to the basement to ask Dad, adding, "I don't think Mom gave me the exact meanings." Dad goes, "Son, I told you, don't go to Mom for this stuff." He pulls a Playboy down, takes a marker, circles the centerfold pubic area, and says everything inside the circle is pussy. The kid asks, "So what's a bitch?" Dad says, "Everything outside that circle."
We are off to a classy start. My turn. Beach reading can be dangerous. Goldie's on a Florida beach trying to chat up the attractive guy reading beside her. "Hello, sir. Do you like movies?" "Yes," he says, and goes back to his book. "Do you like gardening?" "Yes," he says, still polite, still reading. "Do you like pussycats?" He drops the book, pounces, and ravages her like never before. When the sand finally settles, Goldie pants, "How did you know that's what I wanted?" He thinks a second and says, "How did you know my name was Cats?"
Note to self, never read on a beach again. Okay, funeral humor incoming. A cardiac specialist dies. At the funeral, the coffin sits before a giant heart made of flowers. After the eulogy, the heart opens, the coffin rolls inside, and the heart closes. One mourner bursts out laughing. "Why are you laughing?" someone whispers. "I was thinking about my own funeral," he says. "What's so funny about that?" "I'm a gynecologist."
I have several follow-up questions, none of which I can ask on air. Final ones on cosmetic surgery. A lady wants a facelift. Doctor says, "We'll do it now, then you come back in 6 months." She says, "No, I want it all at once." Doc replies, "There is a new procedure. We put a little screw on top of your head. Anytime you see wrinkles, give it a turn. Skin tightens, wrinkles vanish." Perfect. Do it. 6 months later, she storms back. "Terrible. Worst mistake of my life. Look at these bags under my eyes." The doctor says, "Lady, those aren't bags. Those are your breasts. And if you don't leave that screw alone, you're going to have a beard."
And that, folks, is why you always read the manual.
We alternated, we survived, and we're absolutely not touching any screws tonight. Thanks for listening. See you next time.
All right, we'll alternate for jokes, quick and clean. I'll kick us off. Bill works at a tiny drugstore and is a terrible salesman. One day, a coughing customer asks for the best cough syrup. Bill can't find any, panics, because the boss warned him, "One more miss and you're fired," and sells the guy a box of laxatives. "Take it all at once." The man does, then staggers outside and clings to a lamppost. The boss rushes over. "Laxatives won't cure a cough." Bill points at the man shaking outside. "Sure they will." He's afraid to cough.
Practical, if horrifying. Husband asks, "When I get mad at you, you never fight back. How do you control your anger?" Wife says, "I cleaned the toilet." He blinks. "How does that help?" She smiles, "I use your toothbrush."
Noted. Buying a new toothbrush tonight. Third one's a vocabulary lesson. A boy asks his dad, "What's the difference between confident and confidential?" Dad says, "You're my son. I'm confident about that. Your friend over there is also my son. That's confidential."
And to close, a quick tale about manners and context. "Mom, when I was on the bus with Dad this morning, he told me to give up my seat to a lady." "Mom, you did the right thing." "But Mom, I was sitting on Dad's lap."
That's our set. Thanks for hanging out. See you next time.